Hi, and welcome again to One Big Thing, a KAC legislative update. This week's big thing is cybersecurity. Last week on Friday morning, a bill was introduced that would change the way the state goes about cybersecurity. That bill was House Bill 2842. As some of you may have been following, House Bill 2842 had a hearing on Monday of this week and was passed out of committee on Wednesday of this week with several amendments. Let's talk about how this impacts counties. Obviously, counties connect with the state in a variety of ways, and having changes to the state cybersecurity system and IT access overall will impact counties. How much is still up for debate, as the committee was still working through several things, even as they were amending the bill and passing it on to the floor. What we know right now is that the state court system, in other words, the district courts, will be impacted by this legislation. The intent of the legislation is to have all of the judicial branch operating on a state system. What this actually means for counties, though, is still a little unclear, unfortunately. We're still working at KAC to get clarification on what this will mean for counties, but it appears that the state will be operating a separate system for the district courts at the county level. We are still awaiting more information from the judicial branch on how they will put this into place and how those systems will be maintained. And we hope to have that information soon. But counties should be prepared for changes in how district court operations take place on the information technology side of things. Be prepared for that, and hopefully we will have more information for you very quickly as to how that will go. One of the other ways that this will change is that the state is pushing all of their organizations to move to a .gov internet handle. In other words, all of the state sites will soon transition to .gov domains. This is also important because at some point, counties should anticipate that they will need to also transition to a .gov domain. I will say that this is not something that is required by legislation right now, and this is not something that KAC is pushing for. But the additional security afforded by a .gov domain is something that probably will be prudent for counties to move towards at some point in the future. Again, this legislation does not require counties to move to a .gov domain, but it is something that will probably happen in the future just because of the need for security and the need for clarity for those that are utilizing websites to understand that government websites have the .gov domain. Again, this is not required, but it is something that we should anticipate and that we should start planning for, because that domain change probably will happen at some point in the future, certainly for state sites, and might need to happen for county sites in the years following that. That's all for now. But if you have questions about the cybersecurity legislation or how that will impact counties as we continue to work on this issue, please let us know here at KAC. That's it for now, but we look forward to talking to you again next week.